people the opportunity to have a weekend away or something in nature. So it is for an internship, the application for around these 3 days. And what do you think you wanna, or what do you want to learn during your internship? Do you have certain goals already in mind that you want to achieve if we are hiring you?
So my goals to learn, I would love to really be good in hiring and HR, because I want to do it in my future life.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I would like to learn is how to work with people, how to make them feel good in the starting position. So when they're coming to the company and they're starting to like really know how to deal with them and with the situations. So,
nice, that's good. And I see here you already have some work experience, but just to clarify, it's your first application for an HR position, right? I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I wanted to ask, because you see you did like a sales assistant before, horse riding instructor, so that also helps with people already.
Yeah.
Like what kind of things from your previous jobs do you think you can implement already in this internship?
So I learned to communicate very professionally in my previous jobs, because it was a lot about the communication between the person who works and the person who comes for the experience. I also learned about hospitality, how to make people feel welcomed.
Yeah, these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's also the communication part is quite important also, because you work with people, of course. That's what HR is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think the biggest challenges are in recruiting people for positions?
I think the biggest challenges might be choosing the right people, because when they come for an interview, they might all seem very well prepared and very nice, but you really have to see through them.
What kind of people it is.
Yeah, and if they're like good for this position, so you really have to like see through them a little bit and maybe through experience. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then that's also the next question. If you have similar, let's say, a few candidates with similar or equal, qualified or skills, how would you handle in that kind of situation?
Well, if they're with the same skills, you always have to choose someone, so it might be a good decision or not. But I think it's important to really talk with them and see the experience they have. Maybe it tells you a little bit more if they're already skilled a bit more, or just see their attitude towards the job, how they feel about it, and just choose someone that I think would be better.
And if a new hire, for example, you hire someone and he's struggling to adapt to the company or maybe the company culture or the way we work at the Center Parks, how do you deal with a situation like that?
So first I would talk with him and see what is the problem. If he, for example, for some people it might be a special person that does not make them feel included. So at first I would want to know what is the problem, and then I would approach the problem based on what is the best solution in that situation. So maybe talk with the other people, or it really depends on the situation.
Yeah, of course, but first steps you will make is just to talk with the people, find out what exactly is the problem, and from there on you will make further steps. Nice, good. And I have 3 more questions. How do you manage your time when you have like multiple tasks to do? How do you structure yourself in that kind of situation?
So when I have a lot of things to do, what I always do is that I make a plan for the day. I am trying to make a really good time management to make everything working. Also, it's important to maybe prioritize the team work things, because then a lot of people have to agree on one time, for example. And then in like the rest of the day, I'm trying to do my own tasks to make everything efficient.
Okay, nice. Then two more. Do you also have long-term goals, and how does this internships fit into that? So, for example, your goals. So where do you want to be in 10 years, for example? Where this internship can help you to achieve that?
So one of my long-term goals right now is to open my own tourism company. So I would really love to learn as much as I can here.
Yeah.
Also, maybe if there's a possibility to work after this internship here, which was one of my questions later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would really like to learn how to deal with everything on my own.
Yeah, so in the end you can...
Yeah, so in the end I can use it for my own good, basically.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, then from my part I don't have questions anymore. Do you maybe have questions for me about the company or the conversation we had?
Yeah, I have
one already said.
Yeah, I had already one, but I have also another one. What would you think is a challenge in this internship, and how can I prepare for that?
Yeah, but I think we spoke a little bit about it, but to really find qualified people, I think that is really hard, especially in this sector also, because people switch quite fast from jobs in this sector. So recruiting like reliable and trustworthy people, I think that is one of the biggest challenges, at least at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Also another question. I live very far. Is it possible to live in one of your bungalows or some space that you have?
We offer cottages, shared cottages for the interns that we hire. So basically you stay there for the 6 months that you do the internship.
That's very nice.
So there is a possibility, of course, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, amazing. Then, that was
I believe that's all from my side.
Yeah, also from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I will let you know we have a few other candidates in the coming days. So I think, within a week we will contact you again to say if you're hired or not.
Okay, thank you for your
Perfect.
time.
Thank you.
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Timo, have you ever interviewed anyone before in the past?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
A lot or a little?
It's part of my job. So.
What's part of your job? What is your job? Sorry.
I'm supervisor in a restaurant.
Ah, which restaurant?
It's from Stay OK.
Sorry?
Stay OK, the hostel. I don't know if you know it.
Oh, Stay OK at Hostel.
Yeah,
I know it.
they're
Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, well, all right. How was it for you to do it this time?
A little bit different, also because it's more of a role play here, but it was okay.
Okay, good. Do you have any comments about how it was for you to do?
I think Timo did it really nice. Like, he had good questions. They were simple to understand. Yeah, I was a bit nervous, but...
Okay, everybody's a little bit. Would you rather be on this side?
Yeah, it was more comfortable.
Oh, good. Okay. Do you have any feedback for either of them? You, Floortje.
I think the conversation was really clear. Really nice questions from Timo, and also also a nice personal story behind in the first place.
Yeah.
I really like the touch, and also you keep smiling, really friendly expressions.
Yeah.
So that's you keep playing with your eyes a bit. Sometimes in the beginning you're playing a bit with your hands, but that's fine because everybody does that a bit. Let me read a bit. And you also researched about the background and also nice closing questions, so about the challenges you can maybe face. So that's nice. So you did a good job.
Thank you.
Right, what do you have?
Yeah, I think I kind of have the same things as Floortje. You speak like very calmly, which is very nice. It gives a very calm feeling about how you are, and that's very good for HR, so that's nice. And you have very good spaces like in your sentences, so everyone can kind of process what you're saying. At the end, in my opinion, very good question, very nice.
Thank you.
And how I looked at your posture, and it's very professional, and I liked how when you're speaking you kind of use your hands as well, because I do that as well. But it adds like a special touch to it. And yeah, as Floortje also said, I really liked how you use the personal story as well with Slovakia, and
Thank you.
Thank you for that generous feedback. Very nice. Timo, I'm going to give you feedback. I love how you introduced yourself in the very beginning. That's also a very good way to, no. You asked her to introduce herself.
Yeah, I
That's
did
what you
a small part myself,
Yeah,
what I did at the company, and then I asked her to
Yeah,
introduce
right. Good. And then it was just kind of like, tell me about yourself. It's a great opening question. Yeah, well done. I have to say this. I thought your questions were really good. Especially the last one, what is your long-term goal? That's a hard one for young people, particularly young people to answer. Yeah, even what's your 5-year plan or something?
Yeah.
That's really hard for young people.
That's
all right.
why I asked also.
Heck?
That's why I asked.
That's why you ask it. Okay. But it's not an unfair question. I must say, and maybe it's just Monique, but two things. Since you do already interview other people, kind of like in a recruiting way or an interviewing way, a hiring way, firing way, you speak really fast. You're really fast. And what you also do, so first I'm going to give you some tips, okay? You speak really fast. And what you often do at the end of your sentences is you kind of swallow your words. Do you know what I'm kind of saying? So you go on and then it kind of like, sort of like an afterthought, but you finish the sentence anyways, and it goes like into your mouth.
but slowly, more silent.
Yeah. That is something, but that could, again, I don't know you very well either, so maybe that is how you speak most of the time, but it's just a tip for you, because stay okay can sometimes be kind of rowdy. I don't know if you talk to them in kind of noisy places, but then they could not be able to hear you, for instance. Another thing that I would be really cautious of when you formulate your questions is, I heard you do it like maybe 3 or 4 times. You often formulate 2 questions in one.
Yeah.
You do that, and so you said introduce yourself and why are you applying for the job, and then I heard you do it a few more times, but I didn't write them down.
No.
So I think it's better if you ask one question at a time. One question at a time. If you're at a really high level and you're already in your 40s and 50s and you've been working in the field forever and you're a professional, then you can have these complex, intellectual, even philosophical questions. But at this stage, one question per question. Okay, that's my tip to you. Your Dutch is very good. No, your English is very good.
I hope.
Are you
also fine, but
are you Dutch?
I'm Dutch.
Yeah, because the name Timo, I should know that. I think I've asked you that before. Your English is a very broad lexicon. You're strong. You're able to express yourself, so there's no issues with your English. But I would be careful how you apply that English in the questions. Yeah? One question per time. All right, and the people you interview in the future at Stay OK will be very happy with that, because they're thinking, "Oh, what was the second question?" All right, you complimented Timo, in the very beginning about the core values of the company, that it's family friendly. You showed that you had done your homework. You gave him a compliment. You added a personal touch. So that's all a good start. Okay, what you also did, I thought, and again, I don't know you very well either. I know Floortje probably the best of all you 4, because you weren't in my class, in my learning coach class. So that's why I know you guys a little bit less. I like you have kind of calculated, well thought through answers. You structured your answers well, so it showed me the way you structured your answers shows me also how you think. Yeah, you have a very structured way of thinking, so that's nice.